I was debating whether or not I was going to be doing astrological transits for the YouTube videos because, yeah, transits are like the weather. They come and go. You know what? We're going to do transits for this week, and then, you know, a year from now, the video is going to be relevant. I don't know. So I'm sort of ambivalent about it. But I felt that this week was busy enough to warrant a little bit of a heads up, because people are already cranky and frightened and you name it, they got it. I do the daily forecast for the San Francisco Astrological Society for their Facebook page and for their Twitter, which the Twitter account is astrological, what is it? Astrology SOCSF. That's what we did. That is. But anyway, for today's update, I said 7 planets are arguing. You know, what do you want to do? You want to be right or you want to be calm? I'll be adding a screen capture looking at planet watchers so I can show you which planets are involved, where they're arguing. But what's coming up and what we'll be feeling a lot of is right now, Moon has gone into Cancer. Well, Moon rules Cancer. Cancer rules the home and hearth and mom, and oh, ain't that sweet? Yeah, but it's also like really insecure and doesn't like to be uncomfortable. And Mars says, oh, if I'm uncomfortable emotionally about my security in my home, I'm gonna do something pinchy, you know. Well, Moon's in Cancer, and it's coming to be right next to Mars in Cancer. Now I have Mars in Cancer, so I know when I feel a little insecure about my home, I get pinchy, and I do like strange things. So we have Moon, which is emotional, and Mars, which is aggressive, in Cancer, which says security for home and hearth, and your country too, because like that whole my country is my home emphasis, it takes place. Okay, well, it's in a 90-degree angle to Saturn in Libra, and Saturn in Libra says, what's the rules of engagement for our relationships? Saturn restricts, hinders, frustrates, and delays, and Libra has to do with your relationships. So if there's some relationships in your life that are making you feel uncomfortable or insecure, Saturn says, get rid of them. Okay, so that could mean people are having emotional fights, or people getting, or if they're not standing up for themselves, they could get sick, because Cancer is a little hypochondriacal. So if you see people getting upset and angry, that the anger is a mask for fear, pain, and shame. So a lot of times when people are angry, they're afraid, or they're hurting inside, and sometimes we have to just walk away from the encounter, because it's time to ask ourselves, you know, do we want to fight over this issue that is caused by somebody else's fear and pain, or just like be peaceful in our own life, saying, talk to the hand, I don't want to hear it, and just like go on with your business. That's one thing that's going to be happening. If we want to use a different energy that's going on, we can go with Venus, because Venus is in Virgo, and it's trining, which is a good luck, opportunistic, lucky kind of easy connection with Pluto in Capricorn. Virgo is Earth, Capricorn's Earth. Earth to Earth is trine. Now, Venus says, oh, let's do some art, you know. And Virgo says, yeah, let's make it practical. And then Pluto says, let's make trash to treasures, because it likes to reduce, reuse, recycle. And Capricorn says, yeah, and then we'll sell it on Etsy. Okay? If you want to stay away from discordant energy where people are fighting and taking things personal instead of serious, then go get involved in some sort of art project. Okay, those are some of the things that are going on, but those are the two that, like, you want to get angry, or do you want to express yourself? Do you want to just, like, say, slam the door in a relationship, I'm done with you? Or do you want to, like, create something and have it be part of your self-expression? Those are some of the choices that are coming up just in the next couple of days. So let's take a look at the screen capture from Planet Watcher and see what we can see over the next couple of days. Okay, here's Planet Watcher for August 24th, 2011. And look down here. This is Cancer. This is Moon in Cancer. And Moon rules Cancer, so it's like a double espresso hit. Here's Mars in Cancer. And Mars doesn't really like being in Cancer, because Mars is fiery and Cancer is like all emotional, and Mars is like wants to fight and Cancer wants like everything to be nice and homey. Okay, so we've got this moody combination going on here. This is the square. Let's lighten it up. See the yellow? This is the square to Saturn in Libra. Also, tomorrow, America will be having its 8th, that's the number 8, its 8th Saturn return. So if you thought that the years between 28 and 30 and 58 and 60 were bad for you, because that's the first and second Saturn return you had, well, America is going to its 8th Saturn return. It's going to an 8th Saturn return while Mars and Moon are in Cancer. Now, you know America has a Sun in Cancer, July 4th, Sun in Cancer. So we're having, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe that America also has a Sun squared Saturn, but I'll have to look that up. Remind me. Okay, so we have this, I'm going to fight, and I'm all emotional, and I'm the law, and I'm authority figures, and this is about relationships and making things equal. Now, if you're in a relationship that is not equal, if you're in a relationship that you feel that someone's like putting a thumb on your head, you know, you're liable to do something a little drastic because it's like an emotional response. Okay, that's just one part of the problem. Then we have, this is tomorrow, August 26th, we have Sun in Virgo, and it's opposed Chiron. Well, it's also Sun and Venus in Virgo, and they're both opposing Neptune. Now, Venus opposed Neptune is like, don't fall in love with some guy you meet at a bar, or some girl that you've met online and you don't have no idea if she's like really one of those Nigerian princes looking to pick your pocket. There can be some confusion involved with relationships, and there can be some confusion with how people are relating to you. Now, Chiron is the wounded healer, and it's saying dissolve all boundaries, and you can meditate, and you can heal yourself with, being spiritual, and finding solace to stuff like that. And Virgo is saying, oh, just get real. That's not logical at all. Now, there's a balance between logic and mysticism that needs to happen. Virgo says, work, health, and service. It talks about, oh, if you eat right and you eat your vegetables and, those type of things. He's like, you're going to be all better. Well, also, if you don't believe in the treatment you're getting, like if you really expected to have a witch doctor come in and throw chicken bones on the floor on top of colored sand, you're not going to believe doctors in white coats with stethoscopes, because belief in your healing has to happen. Okay? People can fill you up through all sorts of medicine. If you don't believe it, you're not going to get well. So there's this thing going on. So we have Mars and Moon squaring Saturn today. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. Venus trine Pluto. Oh my God. Let's go for the trines, okay? Oppositions, yeah, they're an opportunity to find a compromise. But, how many people are going to take that opportunity? Squares are like stairs. Oh, it's a work. We're going to make us work. You're going to make us work. Well, Venus in Virgo says, work can be creative and service can be loving, and there's nothing wrong with making a good and healthy meal. And Capricorn is like, you know, it's stable and it's traditional, and Pluto says, oh, but we can transform these things, you know. And so what I'm saying is that we can start an art project that is practical, that deals with things that were once thought as not being useful, but then can be transformed and sold for a nickel. That's one of the things that can happen. And you can sell it online with this sextile to Neptune in Aquarius. Neptune also deals with creativity. Aquarius deals with computers and stuff. So we can sell stuff online. There's an opportunity right there. Okay? Do not get involved if you don't have the means or the energy. Do not get involved in some sort of fight. This Pluto squared Uranus. Do we have that there? No, it's not on the side. Unless I can't see it. Okay. This square is going to be off and on 7 times for the next 4 years. We're going to see the toppling of kings. We're going to see a transformation of government and corporations. We're going to see people wanting to be free and rebelling and saying, "Oh, I'm going to fight," you know. And yeah, that's going on. We see it happening with the market meltdowns and with the recession and with the Arab Spring and people protesting in Spain about, you know, us and Israel about, you know, austerity cuts. You know, we see this. Okay, that's on the grand scale of things going on. What I'd like for us to aim for, and this is the 29th here. Oh, and on the 26th, Mercury goes direct. Thank you very much. But we're not out of the shadow period until September 10th. So between here and September 10th, when Mercury goes to the place that it was when it started going retrograde, we're still going to have communication snafus, computer problems, you know, miscommunication, that type of thing. Just be careful, okay? But what I want you to look at is on the 28th we have Sun trining Pluto, so we can have some good ideas about work, health, and service when it comes to a business and government, and how we can transform it. We have to break down the old structures and build new structures. Then we have Venus, nice. Venus trining Jupiter, saying we can create something that's with regards to our work, health, and service, and we can bring it into a philosophic construct and really make it manifest, really make it creative, because Venus does rule Taurus and Jupiter is in Taurus. Okay, we have on the 30th we have Jupiter stops. It's been slowing down, but now it stops, and it's gonna go retrograde, and it's gonna go back to, I think, like 1 degree, and it's gonna be around Christmas before it like stops and goes forward again. So we're gonna be reviewing some of the expansion that we made. We're going to be reviewing how we have made our philosophies tangible. Let's see what's happening at the end of the week. That's the 31st. Okay, well, Mercury is a trining North Node. That's going to be like for a minute and a half. I'm not going to be too worried about that. But anyway, this sort of quick, I'm talking about quick roundup from August 24th until the 30th, ostensibly. And, you know, yeah, there are some difficult transits going on. Don't get caught up in it. Take your energy and move it towards making things, starting projects, recycling items to make trash to treasures. There are positive things that you can go for. You don't always have to go and get involved with some sort of argument with somebody.